In the name of the Lord of initiation. Amen. 1. I fly and I light as an hawk. Of mother of emerald are my sweeping wings. 2. I swoop down upon the black earth, and it gladdens into green at my coming. 3. Children of earth, rejoice, rejoice exceedingly, for your salvation is at hand. The end of sorrow is come. I will ravish you away into mine unutterable joy. I will kiss you and bring you to the bridal. I will spread a feast before you in the house of happiness. I am not come to rebuke you or to enslave you. I bid you not turn from your voluptuous ways, from your idleness, from your follies, but I bring you joy to your pleasure, peace to your languor, wisdom to your all that he is right, if so be that he enjoy it. All that he is right, if so be that he enjoy it. Come against sorrow, against weariness, against them that seek to enslave you. In the name of the Lord of initiation. Amen. 1. I fly and I alight as an hawk. Of mother of emerald are my mighty sweeping wings. 2. I swoop down upon the black earth, and it gladdens into green at my coming. 3. Children of earth, rejoice, rejoice exceedingly, for your salvation is at hand. The end of sorrow is come. I will ravish you away into mine unutterable joy. I will kiss you and bring you to the bridal. I will spread a feast before you in the house of happiness. 6. I am not come to rebuke you or to enslave you. 7. I bid you not turn from your voluptuous ways, from your idleness, from your follies, but I bring you joy to your pleasure, peace to your languor, wisdom to your folly. 9. All that ye do is right, if so be that ye enjoy it. 10. I am come against sorrow, against weariness, against them that seek to enslave you.
Be thou therefore prompt and active as the sylphs, but avoid frivolity and caprice. Be energetic and strong like the salamanders, but avoid irritability and ferocity. Be flexible and attentive to images like the undines, but avoid idleness and changeability. Be laborious and patient like the gnomes, but avoid grossness and avarice. 20. 20, so shalt thou gradually develop the powers of thy soul, and fit thyself to command the spirits of the elements. Revert thou to summon the gnomes to pander to thy avarice. Thou wouldst no longer command them, but they would command thee. Wouldst thou abuse the pure beings of the woods and mountains to fill thy coffers and satisfy thy hunger of gold? Wouldst thou debase the spirits of living fire to serve thy fired ice cream? Wouldst thou violate the purity of the souls of the waters to pander to thy lust of debauchery? Wouldst thou force the spirits of the evening breeze to minister to thy folly and caprice? Know that with such desires thou canst but attract the weak, not the strong, and in that case the weak will have power over thee. 21. In the true religion there is no sex, therefore take heed that thou blaspheme not the name by which another knoweth as God. For if thou do this thing in Jupiter, thou wilt blaspheme HB, foe, HB, Yod, in Osiris, HB, foe, HB, Lord, ask and ye shall have, ask and ye shall have, seek and ye shall find, knock and it shall be opened unto you.
Be thou therefore prompt and active as the sylphs, but avoid frivolity and caprice. Be energetic and strong like the salamanders, but avoid irritability and ferocity. Be flexible and attentive to images like the undines, but avoid idleness and changeability. Be laborious and patient like the gnomes, but avoid grossness and so shalt thou gradually develop the powers of thy soul, and fit thyself to command the spirits of the elements. For wert thou to summon the gnomes to pander to thine avarice, thou wouldst no longer command them, they would command thee. Wouldst thou abuse the pure beings of the woods and mountains to fill thy coffers and satisfy thy hunger of gold? Wouldst thou debase the spirits of living fire to serve wrath and hatred? Wouldst thou violate the purity of the souls of the waters to pander to thy destructive debauchery? Wouldst thou force the spirits of the evening breeze to minister to thy folly and free? Know that with such desires thou canst but attract the weak, not the strong. And in that case, the weak will have power over thee. 21. In the true religion there is no sect. Therefore take heed that thou blaspheme not the name by which another knoweth his God. For if thou do this thing in Jupiter, thou wilt blaspheme. Do good unto others for its own sake, not for reward, not for gratitude from them, not for sympathy. If thou art generous, thou wilt not long for thine ears to be tickled by expressions of gratitude. 12. Remember that unbalanced force is evil. That unbalanced severity is but cruelty and oppression. But that also unbalanced mercy is but weakness which would allow and abet evil. Act passionately, think rationally, be thyself. 14. True ritual is as much action as word. It is will. 14. Remember that this earth is but an atom in the universe, and that thou thyself art but an atom thereon, and that even couldst thou become the god of this earth whereon thou crawlest and grovellest, that thou wouldest even then be but an atom, and one amongst many. 15. Nevertheless, have the greatest self-respect, and to that end sin not against thyself. The sin which is unpardonable is knowingly and willfully to reject truth, to fear knowledge, lest that knowledge pander to thy prejudices. To obtain magical power, learn to control thought, admit only those ideas that are in harmony with the end desired, and not every stray and contradictory idea that presents itself. Give me the sign of the open eye, a riddle of shadows where whispers lie, the thorny eye, the maddening cry. Give me the sign of the open eye, a riddle of shadows where whispers lie, the thorny thigh, the maddening. Granting fixed thought as a means to an end. Therefore, pay attention to the power of silent thought and meditation. Material act is but the outward expression of thy thought. And therefore, hath it been said that the thought of foolishness is sin. Thought is the commencement of action. And if a trans